Buddha said, we cannot reach the limit of the world by walking. So it's not talking about the physical or just the scientific world, but really seeing deep into our mind. Zen is stopping karma, physical, verbal, and mental. Only then we can see, we can really reach the unconditioned peace, nirvana, and only there we can see correctly without bias, self-centeredness. And of course, it goes on.
What happens when you practice Zen for long enough is you start learning about those patterns of dissatisfaction, and they start lessening somewhat. It's not that things don't happen that upset you. It's more how you approach them that I think changes. And I think that change can reduce a lot of the unhappiness that you're having in your life.
The Zen practitioner here in the U.S., and I presume that the Midwest is typical of the rest of the country, that we're kind of a self-selected group and probably tend to be a little more zealous because we're self-selected. So far, there are a few of us who have grown up with Buddhism as our family religion, and we just fall into it because that's what we were raised in. I'm told that practitioners of Western religions in the East tend to be that same way, more zealous than the Western practicer of Western religion, because same way, they're off on their own, they're on their own journey, they're self-selected.
I take refuge in Sangha.
May all beings support harmony in the community.
I think that there are three essential areas that you have to do. You have to function in to practice Zen. Number one, you have to sit zazen. Zazen means to sit in Zen, sitting meditation. Number two, you have to practice under the guidance of a teacher. And number three, you need to connect with and practice with a group. Historically, that has been what Zen practice, Zen Buddhist practice, is about. And you say, has it taken hold here? Well, I guess you say that Buddhism in general is like maybe 1% of the population, maybe 1/10 of 1%, I don't know. So it's not very large, but it's firmly established. This is a small little temple. There are some huge temples.
This is the one rural monastic setting, so when people want to do a larger event in a rural setting, this is the spot. Many people practice here for the purpose of calming their mind, and they do that for a while and not necessarily adopt the more Buddhist principles. So there is, so many people will come here who are Christian, Jewish, or Muslim, or Hindu. They'll come and they'll practice and they'll say, oh, this is wonderful because I can come here and calm my mind. So wherever you see peacefulness, you see the nature, what we call the awakened nature, is being aroused, because then when people are getting along, they're peaceful, they're caring toward each other, they're kind, compassionate, joyful, equanimous, then you know the spirit of what it is to be a more spiritual person. That's taken over.
That's all there is. Just this, right here. What we're doing now, this is the whole life, the whole universe is right here. Where else is it? To be totally and fully awake, to be complete and whole, wholeheartedly in every moment of your life. That's what Zen Buddhist practice is about.
No systems, institutions, laws, nothing work, but just we become completely honest and compassionate and work together with other people. Share the severity of the problem and really the solution we can achieve. And together we must work.